Hi, and welcome to another episode of Hot Takes with me, the Silver Fox. Yousaf, in his valedictory speech the other day, said that independence was agonisingly close. I think many would disagree. Many would think it's actually getting further away than ever. But one SNP MP has gone so far as to outright contradict him. He stood up in Parliament and said that it is not frustratingly close. It is not close at all. Indeed, it is stupid of people to pretend that it is. Well, stupid of Hamza, I know, but then he's not a very bright man. But Stuart McDonald is basically gainsaying the leader, and he's safe to do so, knowing that it's a dead duck walking and that no repercussions will possibly come. Not yet, at least. Is he right? Yes, of course he is. Is he right to say it? Well, obviously, as people who don't support the SNP, we agree, yes. But you have to wonder what people within the SNP are thinking. To be honest, though, most of them probably agree with him. They know that Hamza Yousaf has been a mitigated disaster. And so, yes, he has driven people away from independence and away from the party. But let's take a look to see how bad it can be and see if there's any fallout. Probably not a lot, but let's see. Here goes. Now, the trials and tribulations of the SNP are, of course, a cause of great mirth and amusement. And should Kate Forbes stand, and we still don't know if she's going to, we don't know if that deal's been done, but should Kate Forbes stand, there'll be a lot more by way of trial and tribulation. There'll be a lot more backstabbing, infighting, and general skullduggery. And it will be absolutely fantastic to see. In the interim, and until we know, we can at least laugh at the current set of infighting and disagreement within the SNP on so many different fronts. But we'll take a look at this one first. SNP MP contradicts Hamza Yousaf and admits that independence is not frustratingly close. And indeed, we saw from a poll yesterday it's going backwards. So that's a benefit to everyone, isn't it? Stuart McDonald said that the next leader of the SNP must acknowledge IndyRef 2 is not frustratingly close, adding, the party cannot keep pretending otherwise. And they do, though. They live in a little delusional world, don't they, where these things, oh, it's true, we're getting close, honest, Gov, trust us. An SNP MP has risked the ire of his outgoing boss by dismissing his outlandish claim that independence is frustratingly close. But what's Hamza going to do? He's not the leader of the party anymore. He's just the First Minister. After Hamza Yousaf announced he would be stepping down on Monday, eventually stepping down, not yet, Stuart McDonald said that the next leader of the SNP must acknowledge IndyRef 2 is not frustratingly close, adding the party cannot keep pretending otherwise. Now, the thing is, Kate Forbes has already said this. She said, we must acknowledge that we're not there. We're not even close to there. And that we must get on and do the business of Parliament, the business of leadership, and improve Scotland, and show to the people that we are a reliable party who can deliver independence. Sensible. And if that was the party line over these years, and if 17 years ago they came in and said, right, let's build Scotland up, and they pushed and they built and they massively increased the economy and all the services were running well, and they said, look, this is what we can do whilst being held back. Imagine what we can do when we're free. Do you know what? Scotland probably would be independent by now. But they didn't. They went the other way. Let's destroy everything and then say, look, this is what being as part of the union has done. If we were independent, we'd be much better. Not going to happen, is it? History has proven this. Nominations are now open for the contest to succeed Hamza Yousaf, who is staying in post until a successor is found. No candidates have entered the race officially at the time of recording this. By the time you see it, we may have had an official announcement. I believe Swinney is possibly going to announce, or probably going to announce at, I think it's 10:30. And Kate possibly will announce whether she's standing or not later. But it may be that Kate undercuts him and goes in early and says, right, I'm definitely standing. I know there's a lot of support for her to go, to stand, as well as a lot of opposition for her to stand. They don't want a leadership contest because it would reveal the horrible, horrible truth about their numbers. That would be very embarrassing. It'd be humiliating. It may even cause Hamza Yousaf to resign. which would be nice. Anyway, elsewhere, former Finance Secretary Kate Forbes is likely to go for the role that she narrowly missed out last year when she lost to the outgoing First Minister. Yeah, I mean, they're desperately trying to say, please God, Kate, don't. We'll make you a senior member of the cabinet. And I still think that Swinney is a stalking horse, a patsy, and that they'll get him in, lose the general election, to give Kate a clean sweep. I think that's possibly it. I don't know. It's a guess. It may be that they get him in to go and then go after it to give, say, Neil Gray or Beryl a clean sweep at it. Who knows? This is the trouble. They're so fractured as a party. There's no clear line of succession. I mean, the rank and file, I suppose, and generally people out there in the real world would suggest Kate would make a better candidate because she's not stupid. Although you have to wonder. And she is undoubtedly clever. Let's not, we're not going to say anything. She's undoubtedly an intelligent, clever woman. But you wonder why she joined the SNP. Anyway, McDonald insisted while the long-term outlook for the union remains weak, dead, honestly, it's on drip, isn't it? It's lying in a hospital bed, life support. A referendum was not on the immediate horizon. It's not on the distant horizon. It's not even on the same planet. He said there were plenty of hurdles to remain. And in a column for the Scotsman, the Glasgow South MP wrote, the next leader of the SNP must acknowledge that Indy Ref 2 is not frustratingly close. Significant political and intellectual hurdles remain. Intellectual hurdles within the SNP sometimes amount to people with untied laces. That's an intellectual hurdle for some of them. Looking at you, Shona. And he's right. I mean, it's nowhere close. It's going further away, if anything. And so being in the SNP must be one of life's endless series of miseries. That and having to look at Shona Robinson every morning. But that's how it goes. Now, I've got to say, is that Brocky? I can't tell, really. My glasses aren't great. Is that Brocky in the background of Stuart McDonald there? If it is, I mean, I get purple and green universal suffrage and all that, suffrage for women, but that was purple, white and green, and it was a better green and a better purple. That looks like the bloody Joker, doesn't it? Mind you, they're all jokers. Hey, right, coming up. If any of this crowd think independence is in any way frustratingly close, it does go to show how absolutely bloody delusional they all are. And it doesn't surprise me, because they all are. They all sit there and join the SNP in the vain hope that one day we'll work together, we'll get independence. No, you really don't. And indeed, most of your supporters don't want independence, not full independence. They're frightened of it. They're frightened of you. Anyway, we'll stop there. Thank you very much for watching. Do please hit the subscribe button, ring the bell, leave a like, leave a comment, please share the video, and I will speak to you later. Bye.